Bam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm here today with another pick a card reading. For today's reading, I'm going to be looking at how this person feels about you versus the third party. Now, I don't typically do third party readings, but I just felt like, you know what, let's ask today and let's see what's going on, getting back into readings and whatnot. So, with that being said, y'all, this is how this is going to work. You're going to pause the video right now and you're going to choose the pile that you feel most attracted to. So you can go with pile one, which is the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck with the Rose Quartz Crystal, or pile two, which is the Enchanted Tarot deck with the Pyrite Crystal, or pile three, which is the Miss Cleo Tarot deck with the Amethyst Crystal. So, like I said, you can pause the video if you need to. You could choose one deck, two, or all. It's really up to you and how you want to listen to this reading and apply it to your situation. But yeah, y'all, look at the description box. The timestamps are there. And then you just click the timestamp that correlates with the pile that you chose. And I'll see you at your reading. Y'all, so let me tell y'all how I definitely had started doing the reading, and I definitely did not press the button. Like, yo, I'm so done. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna just give y'all a synopsis of everything that I said because I was really spitting facts. So pile one, I definitely apologize to you if you if you chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. Let's go ahead and get started. Drop down in the description box for all the information about personal readings, donating to this channel, and then also my new line of 3D and hand painted gel press on nails. Like, so now I'm starting over, but y'all seeing it for the first time, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get started. Like, let's go ahead. Let me make sure it's recording. All right, let's go. Like, so pretty much on this side, these are cards that I pulled for you all, with how this person feels about you, with this being a third party situation. And then over here is the cards that I pulled for the other person, but I'm gonna take it step by step and whatnot. I have to do that, but sis was really speaking facts, like, but now I gotta go back and say what I said again. But for the most part, how this person feels about you. So we have the Two of Swords in the reverse, we have the Magician, we have the Hermit, and we also have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. But for the most part, what I kind of picked up from the connection between the both of y'all is that this connection may be sporadic. So it's not necessarily something that is a consistent connection, something that is, where you have a consistent friendship, you in a consistent relationship, y'all are both taking action steps, moving forward. I'm trying to say something healthy. It's not really something that's like that. This person feels very sporadic bouts of what is it? It's sporadic bouts of emotion about you, to where they might become very overwhelmed with emotions about you and act off of those emotions. They might put, any risks to the side, especially if they want to deal with you, at any given point in time. Like, instead of, sitting back and just being like, well, what if this person doesn't want to deal with me? It's like that passion, or the feeling or the energy that they have about you at any given moment is going to force them to have to want to say something to you. So I do think that this isn't necessarily a consistent relationship you've had with this person. I just think it's like bouts of time that y'all might spend together. Y'all might just go out and do something, or they might hit you up, and if y'all have a sexual relationship, then y'all will have sex, or what I'm saying. So it's just kind of like not necessarily something that's consistent, but it's just like random bouts of activity that go on between the both of y'all. Now, I do think how this person feels about you is they kind of going back and forth in their mind. I can't really say it's confusion. I don't think it's confusion at all. I do think they have an understanding and perception of who you are, but I definitely think they're always going back and forth, like doing this kind of mental sparring, like, well, if I do this, then that means that, but what if I do this and that means that? It's like they're kind of overthinking and overcomplicating things, but that's just what they do. They're always thinking, and they're always introspecting, and I think they're always observing, and always criticizing in a sense as well. It could be criticizing of you, just like always kind of criticizing, like, but at the end of the day, it's like that's really how I guess their mind works. It's like things are either black or white for them. It's either, well, I could do this, but then it means this. So this person could definitely be overthinking, always thinking about the implications of their actions as it pertains to you. Now, something that I definitely notice about this person as well is the fact of, like, they do choose. So they do make choices. It's like when you see this person, you need to take them for who they are, because they're taking you for who you are, but at the same time they're making clear defined choices in how they want to deal with you. That's how they feel. They're making clear defined choices. So if you feel as though things aren't being consistent with this person, they haven't shown you any consistency, understand that these things are on purpose, because there's something else behind that. You see what I'm saying? Don't just take this person for face value. Don't just not put anything past this person. You can't put anything past people in general. But what I'm saying is that this person could very well be, pulling strings. Because when I see the Magician card and you look at the surrounding cards around it, I like the Magician card. But the Magician card could also signify someone that's acting, someone that's lying, someone that's manipulating, someone that's, pulling the puppet strings and whatnot. So if this person isn't dealing with you and then you don't hear from them and then you randomly hear from them again, don't look more into that. Ask more questions and look more into that, because they're not just by themselves alone staring at the wall. You see what I'm saying? They're not just doing that, especially because we have third party energy over here. That's this reading. They're not particularly just doing that. Okay, there's something that's causing them to not be consistent with you, is causing them to be sporadic with you. And so that's something that you definitely want to make sure that you are, paying attention to, and whatnot. So for y'all, I also picked a 10 of Swords card. This came out as well, and this lets me know that, like, this connection that you have with this person, or for them towards you, how they feel about you, they might think that it's over. So y'all could have, broken up with each other, or there could just be too much pain, like too much that they've done, to where they might be thinking, like, going back and forth in their head, like, would this person even want to deal with me? Like, I did all of this. Like, I did too much. There was too many things that they done. These actions, these highly impulsive actions that they may have taken was just too much for anyone to bear. And so you probably broke things off with them. Whenever I see this card, I think about that Justin Timberlake song where he be like, the whole thing's dead and gone. Like, I always think about that when I see this card. So it could be that, y'all are not together, y'all have separated, or this person might feel like they've just done too much to where this relationship is done. Like, they've done too much. It's not there no more. It's over. But yeah, I also picked some archetype cards for y'all just to see what they attribute towards you and your personality, your character and stuff, and how they see you. This person sees you as a virgin. The light attribute says maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So they just see you as just being such a pure, good person. And like I was previously saying, there's such thing as good and there's such thing as nice. And it's like, good and nice aren't necessarily, they're not necessarily, what was I about to say? They're not synonyms. Okay, good and nice are not necessarily the same thing. But this person definitely does see you as a good person. Like, so you could definitely be an empath, just someone who, starseed, someone who just has really positive, glowing energy about yourself, and it would have attracted anybody. You know what I'm saying? It would have attracted anybody. So just don't feel bad if you think about this person and it's been a lot of drama. Like, your energy would have attracted anybody because it's light. You know what I'm saying? So It just is what it is. They see you as being a good person. They see you as being rich in spirit, you know, and rich in your mind. And then also here with symbolic purity of heart is like you could have went through so many things within your life, but you don't allow those things to wear on you. That's the type of person you are. And then we also have the thief card, the light attribute, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So not only are you a good person, but you also have a different type of mindset that this person could have definitely been attracted to. You have a self-confidence, you might have self-esteem. You just always, you know, putting, you know, your safety, your comfortability first, but at the same time it's like you're not just, you know, keeping yourself in this, you know, naive type of energy. Like you experience the world and you want better, and I think that you encourage this person to want better as well, and encourage and influence this person to think about, you know, different things that could help to, you know, contribute positively to their life. They see it regardless of how, you know, they act and they behave towards you. It's like they see it, so they're not really confused for real. Don't really put nothing past this person. That's all I want to say. So let's move on to the third party. Make sure we still recording here. Okay, make sure we're still recording. Let's move on to the third party and how they feel about this person. Now when I looked over here at this side, that's why I was just like, y'all, regardless of how things ended in this relationship with y'all, just don't even be mad. Or if it's still going on and you realizing that this person a little inconsistent, don't even be mad. Like if you thinking to yourself, what this third party got over me, don't even be mad, because this person is really actually treating the third party and sees them in a way lesser light way lesser light than how they could be acting or treating you. You know what I'm saying? For towards you, they could be a little recluse, not really consistent with their actions, you know, trying to manipulate and pull strings. But with this person, is like they not even, no, like they're keeping this person at a distance. They are still being manipulative as well, but for this person over here, it's a lot of broken promises, or just things that they're telling this person that's never going to, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Like it's never gonna happen. Like this person has a general mistrust or distrust of this third party that they're dealing with. They don't trust that person. They really do have a high level of fear when it comes to dealing with this person. And I'm gonna see why when I look at the attributes, which will give us some more information about this person's personality type or characteristics or whatever it is. But yeah, this person definitely does not trust the third party, and they definitely, because they mistrust them so much, it's so much fear here and trauma on the past that they have not worked on. It's like they're not gonna give that person anything they might have promised that they was gonna give that person. Like they really promised that they was gonna do something, like particularly they could have potentially even promised this person marriage, promised this person they was gonna get them a ring. And the fact is, it's cap. It's a lie. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. And the fact also is this person doesn't even know how to take this type of step towards any type of higher commitment. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Like, so this person promised you something, they wasn't going to give it. And that's just how they are. But it's good to see kind of the third party so you can get a full view of who this person is based on how they treat and feel about other people. But yeah, for the most part too, the reason why I said that this person did not trust them, and also that this person does not have the ability to move things forward or to overcome things, is we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. It could be that this third party is, you know, attractive to the person that's on your mind. That person finds them attractive, but at the same time, they also find that third party very manipulative. They could be manipulative with, you know, time, energy. They want things to kind of be all about them. And they could also be very manipulative with sex. They use sex as a weapon, or your person could be using sex as a weapon for them. So your person is kind of dishonoring. They dishonoring this person. I'm sure they've dishonored you too, you know, in some aspects they really have. But it's like with this person and them, it's really just gonna be all about like broken promises and sex and manipulation with this third party that they have. That's kind of really what it's all about, because this person is not going to do what they've promised they was gonna do to that person. Do for that person, you know, and that's like moving a relationship forward. Is like they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. So for them, they see them as the liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs. I think this is supposed to be outdated. That might be I don't know. I'm gonna just say freeing yourself and others from outdated beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. So that's what they got. They got the liberator for this person. And they also got the advocate, but in the reverse. The reverse shadow attribute of the advocate is embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. So it's just, yeah, I feel like at one specific point in time, this person to the third party could have presented someone that kind of freed them from, you know, that could have freed them from, maybe this person was having a hard time and they kind of freed them from those temporary emotions and whatnot. Or they might have introduced this person to another thought, another way of being, because honestly, we're different people. We've experienced different things. So our, you know, what we talk about is going to be different. So it could be that this person introduced them to some other aspect of life that, you know, caused this person to want to see things differently. But at the end of the day too, they got the advocate in the reverse, and that's embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. I feel like this is where a lot of the mistrust comes from. Distrust comes from currently, is because it's like this person could be using manipulation, using their body, using sex, using this person's wants and needs against them. So what I kind of got was, when I saw this Queen of Wands in reverse, is I definitely got that Jezebel spirit, that spirit where it's like, I'm gonna get whatever I want, but I'm gonna say whatever I want to get whatever I want. That type of thing where, you know, it's like just really fake and it's not really substantial. It just seems like this person is really trying to it's like they could be trying to, you know, lock down your person and whatnot, but this person already, they don't really have too much trust. There's a mistrust and there's a hypervigilance that they have against this person, and also a hypervigilance to not give them what they want. So that's why I was just like, I wouldn't even be mad, like third party or not. This person that you asking about is like, they don't have the relationship skills and they don't have the ability to really do what you will want them to do, or even what this other person want them to do, because it's signifying some type of engagement ring or some type of wedding or something, and this third party really don't know that, like, this person's not doing it. This person's not doing it. So let's get a surrender card for you before we end this, to see what you can surrender when it comes to this situation. It says, surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So yeah, you just, you know, allow yourself to be loved and supported, but just understand that it may not come from this person. It's very inconsistent with this person anyways, and you deserve something that is, you know, more consistent. Okay, you deserve something that is more consistent for real, as opposed to something that's inconsistent and manipulative. It's manipulation. It's like this person is over here trying to manipulate and control, you know, things with you, and then they don't like this person because this person is manipulating and controlling things with them. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. So we also have surrender to inner peace. Right? Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So you just continue on, you know, being you. Like, you understand that you're a good person. You understand that you are an influential person. And it's like, regardless of this Ten of Swords situation that happened right here, you know, open yourself up to receiving love from other people, and then also giving yourself the grace of peace. Okay, stop stressing yourself out, or don't stress yourself out. If you haven't stressed yourself out, like, just don't even do it. It's really not worth it with someone who is all about broken promises. Like, so that's that. Like, with that being said, y'all, I definitely hope that you enjoyed this reading, and definitely make sure that you stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, fam, my pile two people, if you chose the everyday enchantment or tarot deck, it looked like an oracle deck, don't it? But it's a tarot deck. If you chose the everyday enchantment tarot deck with the pyrite crystal, we're gonna go ahead and get started. On the left side, I'm gonna put cards out for how this person feels about you, and even how they treat you or deal with you, and then we're gonna look at how they feel about how they treat and how they deal with the third party. We're gonna use these archetype cards right here. We're going to use these archetype cards right here just to see how this person perceives of you. Like, what archetypes what personality traits or characteristics do they perceive about you? And then we also going to get the surrender deck. I always say the sacrifice deck, but the surrender deck, so we can see what you can surrender to in this, within this situation, to move on. So, yes, this is you, this person, and the third party. Like, you, this person, and the third party. All right, so we had a King of Wands. How far can I go? All right, good. We have the King of Wands right here. First, we also have the Six of Wands here. All right, so I mean, it's a lot of passion. For some reason, I just got Hot and Cold by Katy Perry. I don't know why that song popped up, but y'all, it's mad wand cards here. It's mad wand cards here. But yeah, it seemed like at a certain point in time, how this person felt at a certain point in time, I felt like the both of y'all really connected. I think y'all both really connected. I think that there was a lot of passion here. I think that this relationship has been successful at a point in time, but I do think that that y'all both have exhibited some, just toxic energy towards each other. This is how this person feels. Like, I think that they, regardless of if they took accountability for not, I think that they know that they have not exhibited the best behaviors or treated you the best, and it may have caused you to start to live out through more of your toxic traits as well, and whatnot. So I'm gonna get another card here because I just want to know, like, how did things really take a turn for the worse? I think things took a turn for the worse. I think that something that came to my mind was cheating. There was cheating, there could have been cheating, or there could have just been a general disinterest with this person, or I feel like this person maybe did not give you, it wasn't the same. Like, the energy just isn't the same. You know how, like, you first meet somebody, or somebody you like, or even somebody you develop in a relationship over time, and you just start liking that person even more and even more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at a certain point in time, y'all's relationship could have hit some type of plateau to where it was now like this person felt bored, or they weren't grateful for you, or they felt like, oh, they had you, so that was it. You know what I'm trying to say? I think that this person didn't really continuously nurture this connection so that it could be something a little bit much more successful. Now, y'all could have probably been actually a good match for each other. Y'all actually could have been. But I feel like when this person started acting bored or disinterested and just, gloomy, this person could have also been very moody. This person could have also not wanted to as far as in how they feel about you, is like they didn't want to accept any type of intervention or anything that you could potentially do to help them. They just kind of wanted to consume themselves in unhealthy behaviors and whatnot. So though this person could have been very charismatic towards you, made you feel like you were a good match for this person, I just think that they eventually over time helped to really change who you are as a person. Like they helped to change who you are, and not change for the better. It's like through their toxic traits and how they, you know, were handle relationships. I feel like that could have also affected you, because now you have to operate in a different type of energy, and it's not bringing out the best of you. You know what I'm saying? It's really not bringing out the best of you. Now I do think that this person sees, I feel like this person sees that that you're doing well within yourself. Yeah, this person sees that you're doing well within yourself. So how they feel about you is they feel like you are, you know, becoming very successful on something that you're working towards. You know what I'm trying to say? Or they feel like they could have had some type of success with you. They see that you are, you know, diligent, that you are hardworking, that you're consistent, and your work does pay off, and people do notice you. Like you are a noticeable person. And at the same time, I feel like they understand that like you're that type of person that is like, if it's too much mess in a situation, like it's too much toxicity in a situation, then, you know, you was gonna walk away. You was gonna walk away. Now it could be that they walked away too, but it's just like you was gonna walk away. And I think that they see you as, you know, someone who walks away for the greater good, because you don't just think about yourself, but you also think about other people as well. You're a very generous type of person. So it takes a time for you to, you know, decide to leave and to decide to walk away. It takes time for you to do that, to finally just be like, you know what, this is too much, I gotta go. Like, it's too much, I can't handle it, I gotta go. It's too many things to do. Like, it's too many things to clean up. Like, I feel like it takes you some time to get there and do that, but it's in all actuality, is one of the best things for you to do, because I really do think that there was, you know, too much toxicity within this connection. Not saying it was just one person doing, because it takes two to play that game, but I really do feel like it could have been that this person introduced that energy to you, and then you just started operating within that thing. It felt like y'all was a good match. It really did. It felt like, you know, y'all was a good match at a certain point in time, but at this point in time, it's like, it's not, there's the compatibility is not, it's not there. Like, it's not there. Y'all are both not in the same space. So over here for the third party, we have the Three of Pentacles. So it could be that they are in a relationship with this third party energy. They had two additional cards that came out. The Three of Coins, the Hermit, and the Four of Coins. So it could be that they definitely are in a relationship with this person, but they they still feel very alone. And it's just like, why would y'all feel very alone? It's like you was being toxic over here, and now you over here in something else, and now what, is still not enough for you? That's kind of what it's giving. It's still not enough. Like, but it could be that they're in a relationship together. This person that's on your mind could be a very self-serving person. It's just someone who puts themselves first over anybody else. Now this third party could also have children, or this could be a younger person, where they could have a younger mindset, like not as mature, or it could just also be that this person tends to get their way with the other party. Like they might take more risks, you know, they may be more willing to do things, and maybe things that tend to shock the other person. So I just feel like this person it's a juxtaposition between how they feel. It's like they're in a relationship with this person. Yeah, they are. Like, they're working with this person, they spending time with this person, they might be trying to build something with this person. But then at the same time, it's like on the flip side of these things, it's like they also are very self-serving as well. So I don't really understand that, but Yeah, what also came out was the Knight of Blades, because I'm just like, I don't really understand that. But Blades is also the swords, and it's just like this person really is they really impulsive with how they act and treat this person. I think that they're unpredictable. I think that their moods can swing, definitely. And I think that I'm gonna get something on this Hermit card too. All right, let me see. Let's see what we got. I think that they that their moods definitely are swinging with this person, but I also feel like they are like as it's like they're not confused about how they're treating this person at all. So it's not necessarily like, oh, they in an unhealthy relationship. I just think that this relationship will, I don't want to say, it's not like they're just kind of doing whatever with this person. I think that there is a method to their madness. So even though you might have experienced the downsides of dealing with this person that has forced you to walk away, I think they're at a more they're kind of like at a more exciting place with this new person, where it's kind of like they're just kind of impulsive. They could just be having fun, they could just be doing things. But I feel like this person is, I feel like they're a little reckless. They're a little reckless, but I also think that there's some type of method to their madness, or they're just kind of keeping their true intentions or things under wrap. They're keeping things in secret. Now they are looking for some type of information, so they could be trying to study and learn more about this person, or even learning more about themselves. But I definitely do think that as far as how they feel about this new person, it's, they in a relationship, they going along with it, but I also feel as though it's not enough. It's not enough. Or I think that this person doesn't really feel empowered, or I think that this person also is kind of self-serving. That's something that came up as well. They just kind of focused on like their own, whims and what makes sense to them at the moment in time. But I do also think that this person is keeping their true feelings about the third party under wraps. They're just kind of going along to get along right now at this point in time. Let's see what attributes I hope y'all can see these cards. Let's see what attributes that they associate with you. I should have did that before I switched over. So with you, they see you as being an engineer. It makes sense because you all definitely are building something. You're noticed. You're not lazy people. So we have here engineer, light attributes, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So you could definitely be a solution-based person, where your solutions actually do help everybody. And it even confirms that message down here, to where it's like, yeah, you must walk away, but it's for the greater good of not only yourself, but for everybody. So they probably understand that, like, yo, like, you know what? This person did the right thing by trying to remove themselves from this toxic relationship, because it actually is the right thing for everybody. It wasn't helping anybody to still be in that energy. So you are somebody who looks at the greater good, like. And then let's see what else they attribute with you. I had mad cards come up, so I'm just gonna shuffle again because I only want one. We also have gossip, but y'all have the light attribute of gossip, which is awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. So yeah. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, and that just relates even more to that message, to where it's like you do consider other people, like you're gonna do that. And yeah, it just branches off of the same messages. I don't want to repeat the same stuff, but yeah, you really do think about other people. And I feel like this person just being more self-serving, thinking about themselves and like what feels good to them at any given moment, isn't really the best thing, because that's more of an immature type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's an exploring energy and you're, focusing on you, but it's just like, what is it actually doing for other people? Is it helping other people to feel comfortable, and is it helping other people to feel safe? Or is it just you know, appeasing you and how you feel in the moment momentarily? So that's why I'm just like, they going along, they going along and getting along. But I do think that they can see how there is, you know, a kind of a factor of impulsivity going on here, or just kind of charging ahead and doing things, and no experience, not a lot of experience. So yeah, let's see, what do they attribute to this other person? So they got the priest in the reverse. The shadow attribute is violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So they could just not trust this person. This person could be a spiritual individual, but then not really. Like, you put on this air facade that you are this way, but that's not really how you are. You're just kind of more so obsessed with the perception that people have of you, you know what I'm trying to say, as opposed to like actually really, you know, walking the walk and talking the talk. You're just kind of like, you know, obsessed with that perception or what other people see and whatnot. So this person could be a, you know, spiritual or religious person. That's what they appear to on the outside, but they not really that way. They not really that way. So that's probably why this person on your mind, their intuition is kind of just like, what's going on? I need to understand this person a little bit much more and what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? So your person is probably looking for answers and like trying to understand like what situation they just kind of got themselves into, but they still kind of going along with it. So your person also, the third party also got the lover attribute, but in the reverse. So the shadow attribute here says obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Yeah, it's just giving Lifetime movie. It's giving after school special. That's what it's giving. It just seems like this person, how the person on your mind thinks about the third party is like, they clearly don't trust them. They clearly do not trust them at all. Like, you know, and they clearly feel as though that the person that they have jumped into this relationship with, that they have jumped into getting to know, trying to build something with, is I got obsessed by Mariah Carey. It's just the obsessive type of person. Like, it's like, and you can't really trust obsessive type of people, because it's like, what do you want from me? Like, what have you identified in your head that I have that you must now have? You see what I'm saying? So it just seems as though this person don't really trust the person that they're with, but they have jumped into this situation. They have jumped into this, you know, relationship. They have done that. So they kind of have to lay in the bed. They made the bed. Now they got to lay in it, is kind of what I'm getting too. So it could just be that they done jumped in with somebody that's a little crazy. Like, it's a little crazy for real. That's not really who they, you know, that's not really who people, I don't want to say it's not really who people perceive them to be, but they're just not really who they come off as, you know? They're not really who they come off as. So that's that for real. Like, that's on them. That's who they chose, right? So let's get some cards from the surrender deck to see how you can surrender this connection. We got two cards. We have surrender to passion for you, and also surrender to effortlessness. So surrender to passion, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. I would just say keep doing what you're doing, because I can see here that your passions, like this person feels that, you know, your passions are things that is making you even more successful and noticeable, because you're actually putting time into something that you like to do. So I would just continue to keep doing that despite anything that you've experienced in this connection. I feel like you've made it a conscious decision to walk away as opposed to the universe ending things. It was you who made that decision, and from you walking away, it's like it has been very positive for you. So just take it back to the basics of what you was already doing and focus on those things. And then we have surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And in all actuality, this is what you did anyway. That's what you did anyway. So that's why I'm just like, keep doing you. Keep doing you. Like, that's a confirmation. Like, if you felt like you was lost for a second, just keep doing you. Like, what else do you need to do but you at this time? Like, but so for yeah, I'm done. So for the most part, it's just you've done this, you know, instead of trying to push something with this person who clearly could have been cheating on you, or clearly could have, you know, just denying anything that you wanted to give them, or to try to help this connection. Like, they just wanted to kind of be out doing whatever, because they also got this is the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and it's like, it's just giving me the vibe where it was just, it could have been a lot of sex and things going on, but it also could have been a lot of sex with other people or another person, or even this third party. So it's just giving monkey branch. That's what it's giving, because now this person is over here dealing with this person, and they kind of like they might be a little regretful. That's kind of what it's getting. It's like they might be a little regretful of, you know, jumping into this relationship with this person, because of, you know, not even their own behaviors or how they treat that person, but also because of this person not really being who they thought they were. But that's not your problem. That's their problem. Think about these surrender cards that I gave y'all, so y'all could continue to keep moving forward. But with that being said, I definitely hope you like this reading, and I will see y'all in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, share if you care. See y'all. All right, my pile 3 people, if you chose the Miss Cleo tarot deck with the amethyst crystal, I'm gonna go ahead and get started now. Make sure you check out the description box for any and all information about me, where you can find me on Instagram. There's information there if you would like to get a personal reading from me, if you would like to make any monetary donations, or if you want to donate tarot decks or oracle decks, that information is there. And last but not least, make sure you check out my new line of 3D and hand painted gel press on nails. That information is there as well. And let's go ahead and get started. Like, so pretty much on the left side, we're gonna do how they feel about you, how they behave towards you, and how they treat you. And then we're gonna, on the right side, we're gonna do the third party. I'm also going to use the surrender deck to help you surrender anything that you need to according to this, you know, reading. And then also have the archetype card, so they can see more about, so we can see more about your, you know, characteristics, or what they perceive of you. What they perceive of you. We have the 6 of coins. All right, we got the Queen of Cups, the 8 of coins, the 2 of swords, and we also have the 6 of coins. So as far as, I don't think this person really treats you that well. I think that's something that you see. I feel like there was a point in time in where this person might have been very empathetic towards you. It might have been just a really, really, really good listener. But for some reason, I'm kind of getting that this person kind of treats you like, the word that came to mind was like bitchy, moody. Like, instead of, you know, listening, they might be doing more criticizing, or it's just not really a good sense of care that you've been experiencing from this person. You know what I'm saying? There really is no care. There's no forward movement. There's no change. It's kind of what I want to say. There's no change. There's no, you know, calculated action. It's just, I think this person treats you a little unpredictably, and they might even feel that type of way about you. There's just, it's an unpredictable type of connection, and there may just be a real lack of love, a lack of love here. So y'all might not even have a connection, and it could really just be nothing going on. But yeah, there's just a lack of anything kind of moving forward, and it just it's kind of giving standstill, or just giving no change. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you left off on bad terms with this person, there's been no change. Like, if that's what you did, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, this person is still, they still them, and you still you. There's no change. It would not. There's no progression. There's no forward movement. This relationship is, it's not doing nothing for nobody. You know what I'm trying to say? That's really how they feel. Now I want to see what we can get for this Two of Swords, because this Two of Swords big card has been coming up a lot recently, and I definitely think that now, it's not to say this person didn't think about this, but I feel like you might they might have a even more clear, idea and perception about this relationship. Maybe it's something that they don't want to move forward, but they're definitely not really working on this thing, and they could be feeling like maybe you don't want them to work on this thing, and maybe you're just focusing on other things that benefit you or giving towards somebody else. So you could have left them for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you could have just wanted to rid yourself of this individual so that you can go work on yourself and do other things. But for the most part, I feel like they feel, I don't know, I feel like they kind of took the L. They took the loss. They took the loss within the relationship. I feel like they've gotten to a place of more acceptance, because they understand that, like, the love is just not there, or, the way in which that y'all would relate to each other is just not, is not potentially how it used to be. So, and as much as like they could take certain type of actions towards you, it's like you could do the same thing to them. And I think that that's not really something they like. I also think that they want someone who is, they would like for you to, be a little bit much more caring and attentive and all of these things towards them. But I also feel like they know the truth of the matter, and they kind of just have to accept, it. So I feel like this person is almost at a point of acceptance, to where they've accepted the connection and just accepted the fact that, like, it's nothing going on here. You know what I'm trying to say? There's an inaction. There's no moving forward. There's nothing. Like, there's nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing. There's so many cards here that it's just like it's nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? And if they were to do something towards, do something to make actions towards you, they feel like you would not want to listen to anything that they had to say. You wouldn't want to put you wouldn't want to put any work in. You wouldn't want to do anything about it. So I just feel like you've come to an acceptance about this. Things have been a little bit much more clear to you, and you are focusing on other things. And I feel like they're finally coming to that place of, like, all right, I just gotta kind of accept what is going on. Like, I just gotta kind of accept that. And what can you do? Like, what can they do? Like, what can they do? Like, there was care here. But now it's just not anymore. So for the archetype cards, you got the networker card, but it did come up in the shadow attribute, which says conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. So this is probably how this person sees you, as far as with them, especially with that Queen of Cups card. Is like you're not being who you potentially used to be to them. You're not giving them the same type of energy that they were used to. And so now they kind of see you as being someone who, instead of being a comfort, someone that, could give them comfort, they're like, or safety, it's like they're no longer safe with you. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So I just feel like, for some reason, I'm kind of getting that it's a result of the things that have happened in your connection with this person. Is a result of those things that you could have, became this type of person where it's just kind of like, I wanted to say the Queen of Swords, but it is the Queen of Cups. But it's just like you just become this person to where you're just kind of like, no, I don't want to deal with you. Like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that any information that you do give them, as far as like, this is why I don't want to deal with you, or, you know, things aren't moving forward, and, you know, I see things a little bit much more clearly now, and, you know what I'm trying to say, it's just giving me the energy of someone who's not nice. Not to say that you're not a good person, it's just like you're not being nice to this person. So I really do feel like they just kind of see you as being self-serving, you as being selfish, and yeah. And then also they think that you're lying, and they also think that you're spreading fear. So I just feel like it's just that Queen of Cups energy and whatnot that they sense that you are in. That they sense that you are in. Sorry, y'all. I had a whole bunch of cards flip out, so I just definitely want to make sure that I shuffle up this deck and give y'all one card, or one more. We also have the Addict card, but the Addict card came in the upright. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So it could be that that's what you actually legit help this person with. So it's kind of one of those situations where it's like you gave this person what they needed as opposed to what they wanted, and because you didn't give them what they wanted, they felt like you didn't give them anything, that type of thing. And it's like, no, I'm gonna give you what you need. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna give you what you need. Like, because this person just seems like one of those types that just kind of like, if you're not treating them a certain way, if you're not talking to them a certain way, if you're not spending time with them or doing things, like, it's kind of just like, if you're not doing this way, or if you didn't say this way to me, it's like they be getting mad self-conscious and just thinking that you're now an evil person because you not who they made you out to be. So it's a lot of pressure, and I could see how you just is like, no, I could see that, like, because there's definitely a lot of pressure here to maintain somebody else's emotional state. So that's how they feel about you. Hope that makes sense. Now we about to go over here and see how do they feel about this third party. So we have the Page of Cups here. Okay, so there could be an initial attraction, there could be a crush. You know, they could like this person. It's very possible. It's very possible. But we also have the Devil in a reverse. It's very possible. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Ace of Swords. So, I don't know. I was getting kind of like, you know, some positivity from this side with the third party. But then when I saw the Ace of Swords in reverse, I was just like, that boy's a liar. Yo, that song literally been stuck in my head. But that's kind of what it's giving. Because with the Page of Cups here, I can see, okay, there is some type of initial attraction that your person has towards this individual. You know, they're interesting. They're interested. I see that with this person, they may not carry out some of the toxicities. If they was carrying these things out that made you just be like, no. You know what I'm trying to say? Just not letting this person get their way anymore. I think that they probably, you know, did some introspection and saw that, like, okay, like, I got some toxic behaviors and stuff like that, and I definitely can't continue to play those things out. So maybe they thought they wanted to, you know, start over from a fresh slate. And that's funny because it's a slate right here, from a clean slate with this person, like, not try to bring any baggage into it and whatnot. And I also think that this person finds some type of, you know, rest and refuge with this person. I think it's kind of like refreshing for them to start a new connection. So they could definitely very much well be in the honeymoon stage with this person, not really trying to do anything too sudden, just trying to learn this person and stuff like that, trying to go from there. But with that Ace of Swords in the reverse, this person is like, as much as they want to hold back and not let it loose, is like they really at the point to where they about to start letting stuff go, because it's just seeming that this person still Like, as much as they try to run away from who they are, is as much as they try to run away from who they are, is like, it's not it's not who they are. Like, so they really trying to run away from, you know, just any type of deception or anything that they did, but for some reason it's still there. So I feel like this person might be experiencing some type of karma with this individual, or will be experiencing some type of karma, just something that brings into balance their unhealthy, you know, behaviors and the things that they did over here with you. So it does seem like you know, this person, how they feel about the third party is they just feel like the third party can bring everything into balance and they can make things right for them. They feel like because they are idealizing this person, they feel like, oh, this third party can, you know, allow me to rest. And, you know, I'm trying to say this third party can, you know, allow me to not act out any of my toxic behaviors, and things are going to be right and things are going to be made right. Like, they really do think that. They're like, everything that happened over here is just going to be made right because of this new person right here. And some people really be thinking that. They really be thinking that. I think that this person is being very hesitant with the third party of how to, they're being very hesitant with this person of how to proceed forward. I think that this person, like, even y'all's connection has, you know, it has hurt them. You know, it take two to play that game. You know, it has hurt them. And maybe they even felt, I feel like you probably like ridiculed them or criticized them and was just like something like, you think your stuff don't stink, like you said something like that, or you think you this and that, but you not that. It's like you gotta crush this person. So they feel like you kind of crushed this person, you defeated this person. Like, no, so no, you really did. You did something to this person. Like, you blew up their bubble, you blew up the spot. So they don't really trust you, in a sense. They don't really trust you because you've hurt them. But they also understand that, like, you kind of held a mirror up to them, so that they can see that, you know, like, my stuff really do stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, not my stuff. I'm just saying this what that person thought. You know what I'm saying? That's what that person thought. Yo, that's funny. Yeah, I'm funny, y'all. But yeah, you held a mirror up to this person. So this person could definitely have some addictions here with the added card, with the devil card. There could be some addictions. It could have been, you know, sex addiction, porn addiction, drug addiction, food addiction. It could have been any type of addiction that, if overdone, can really cause detrimental harm to one's body and to their life and to the people that are around them in their life, to their loved ones. So I really feel like this person is just trying to keep it all together, and they're really trying to present themselves as a different individual to this third party. They feel like this new opportunity can change things for them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, things could be made better through this new relationship and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there, because it could work and it could not work. But just at the point in where this person is right now with this individual, is like, it could be a honeymoon phase, introductory phase, especially with the Page of Cups. It could be something that is growing. But only time is going to tell if this person actually... only time is going to tell if, you know, this person doesn't unleash the beast. That's kind of what I got. Unleash the beast. They unleash the beast on you. Okay? They unleash the beast on you. So as far as with this person, they got the gossip card in the reverse, which is thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. So it could be that the third party, this person see that they talk too much. And that's probably what this Ace of Swords here is. It within the reverse. They maybe identified that person is like not being trustworthy, especially with information, or just kind of also being lying and deceptive as well. So it's I was just like, only time will tell if, you know, things are gonna work out. But it seems like they kind of sense some, you know, mistrust within this person as well. So But that's who they chose. That's how I feel. It's like you chose who you chose. Sorry, y'all. I need one card. Then we also have Father. And the Father card and the light attributes are talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So it could be that they're finding rest. Like how it's like, oh, they like this person, they finding rest there. This person probably has like a paternal type of vibe to where it's like they really do want to, you know, support. This person could also have a family too, where it's like they really do want to support their family. They might treat their kids well, even though they're not treating, you know, even though they are messy. The third party is definitely a messy individual. That person is messy. So they're messy, but I feel like when it comes down to their responsibilities, they probably do really take care of their family and they take care of their home and stuff like that. And, you know, they can be positive within their family unit. But I think that in general, this is a messy individual, which is why there's some concealing going on here. I think that the person on your mind has kind of like peeped out some things about this person, but I also think that they're finding solace in the rest aspect of being around this person. Maybe this person picks up a lot of chores around the house, or, you know, does things for them, cooks for them, takes care of things, pays for things. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe that person does that, providing. But I also feel like this person does sense that there is some messiness that's kind of going on here. And I think that's why they're kind of taking their time moving forward with this third party individual. But I do think that they're waiting to unleash the beast. So we're not going to know if they do it yet. We're not going to know when. It's just best that you continue to focus on you and let that relationship play out how it's going to. But let's get some surrender cards for you so that you can surrender this connection and move forward. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. I feel like this is something that you do already. I think this is something that you do already. And I think that it's been something that's kind of helped you within this connection that you've had with this person. But I also feel like to the point in which you have to allow somebody to change you, I think that's too much. So I do think that, yeah, just instead of changing who you are and trying to mold yourself to fit into a certain circumstance that's not really working out for you, then just take yourself out of it and just continue being who you are. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like this person could have pushed you to the edge to where now you know, just lashing out. But I think that it took you getting to a certain place of anger for you to really be able to see things clearly. And I think that that's something that they had noticed about you too. Like, you got pushed too far to the edge. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Pretty much. I can say that that's definitely what took you to the edge. Like, that's definitely what took you to the edge. It was as far as, you know, someone going through their healing process, but you were still going through your healing process as well, because the hardships, the stagnation, the inconsistency of the relationship, the fact it wasn't moving forward, there's no energy, you know, positive energy, creative energy on trying to change a situation. Like, it just was not going to work. And I feel like this is something that you're understanding, and this is something that you can really incorporate now moving forward. It's like, you can't fix people. Like, you really can't fix people. Like, people want to only change when they want to change. Like, when something traumatic or dramatic happens and then they like, you know what, I got to change. But other than that, people continue doing the same thing that they do, especially if they're not consciously thinking about how one action affects the other. Then you know they just out here living for the streets. You feel me? But with that being said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end the reading right here. I definitely hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.